Hello everyone, Camberon here, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. This is Selesnya Landfall. So I tried a bit late into the game now, but I decided I'd try and build one of those Selesnya Landfall, create huge tokens with Feldar Retreat, and then just do a load of other things to get land and benefit from Landfall. So I've also included Maja, God Protector in this, because other creatures I control get +1/+1. So whenever a land enters the battlefield I control, create a 1/1 White Human Warrior creature token. That's basically a landfall ability, so, you know. So we've also got Swarm Shambler, so we can get +1/+1 counters, create green insect tokens. We've got all your usual suspects, Scoot Swarm, Kazandu Mammoth, Yasharn Aplastable Earth as well, to be able to get cards from my hand, or put it onto the battlefield. And then, also players can't pay life and sacrifice non-life permanents. So against Rakdos Sacrifice, this should be quite good. But, it might stop. I mean, I don't know whether it stops Crocs or somebody. I'll have to find that out, I guess. We've just got Feldar Retreat, Canyon Jaboa. So we'll landfall whenever a creature could get +1/+1 until the end of the turn. So we'll be hopefully using that in conjunction with Fable Passage. We've got Cultivate as well, Phyllis Fledgling, Lotus Cobra, and Conclave Mentor. Since we've got a lot of creatures with like +1/+1 counters, so we use Conclave Mentor to double that. There's no real removal or like clearance or anything. It could get a bit risky, but hopefully by the time we can kind of like my opponent will be able to like make use of getting lots of creatures onto the board or getting something powerful onto the board. We've got 4 or 5 really strong creatures. We also have 8 plains, 8 forests. We've got the pathways and we've got Fable Passage. I think we are somewhat light on land, which is ironic for a landfall deck, but then we can patch that out with Kazandu Mammoth. So we are going to go into play queue, because I haven't really had a lot of time to test this deck. If it does really well, we'll go to ranked, same standard as always. Just to put this out there, this is the video you'll see for Monday. There will be no video Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I am kind of taking a break for most of the week, just so I can get time to deal with work and to catch up on life. I'll probably be back with Mechanicus on Sunday, so potentially no Saturday video either. I will be trying to stream from about 10:30 PM British time onwards. I'll be streaming a combination of MtGA Arena and Magic Legends, so depending on how it is, I will let people know like 5-10 minutes in advance. So just be aware of that. So let's get straight on into the games. I'm prepared to keep this hand. We just need to draw into a third, into curve on a third card. So we go first. We can just drop things. Shambler. Mean here and just mute. Make the bear wave as we always do. Yeah, that's fine. It's not Ruin Crab. Oh, shit, there's Lotus Cobra. Whereas I said it was fine because it's not Ruin Crab. Oh look, there's another Lotus Cobra. Problem solved. This might be a mill deck, so I might need to move quickly. So I need a land here. Oh, it's an Azorius party deck. Nice. Yeah, if I get mana screwed here, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, that was fun. Okay, but then you just replay... Yeah, replay Barry, and I don't know what they're going to bounce. Right, so yeah, we've got incredibly strong big monsters. Okay, this is kind of awkward now. See, this is the way the deck is supposed to work. Also, I think they've lost. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they've lost. They took it all like a true champ. Because I've got 5 attackers, they've only got 4 blockers, so... There we go, that's how you win the games. You just build up a huge army and get like a bunch of 9-10s, 10-10s. I'm going to put full control back on, aren't I? Because that was really awkward selecting all the Conclave mental stuff. Anyway, on to the next game. Yeah, this hand is fine. Could try and play out the Kazandu Mammoth. So just wait for my opponent. There go wave. So we'll play out the Bold. Yeah, if we play out the Boldaloff first, play out. I want to try and get Lotus Cobra into Fearless Fledgling. Just wait on my opponent. If they've disconnected, that's going to be awkward. Nope, we go there. Okay. So we gotta land. There's Fledgling. So what we can do next time is we can start attacking, hopefully. I need to get a copy of Cultivate. Son of a bitch. Just going to take the hit there. Really didn't need to land there. See, this is where you do get problems, because if you don't keep drawing land, you're going to be in trouble. Considering, you see, does he want to keep the Tavern Swindler and just take the damage and try and gain 6 life? Yeah, he's going to try and gain 6 life. Oops. See, and this is where I get problems. If I don't draw land, I can't activate all the effects. So if I don't draw, if I get mana screwed here, I'm basically lost. Because I'm going to take massive damage from Baneslayer Angel, and I can't really do anything about it. And now my opponent can just play off his stuff. My opponent might die before that. All of these abilities. The biggest of big hits. Now, how much life will you gain versus how much life will I lose? These are the real questions. There we go. Yeah, we're just fucking overwhelming. Selesnya Landfall is still quite a good deck then, from the looks of it. So anyway, we'll just move on to the next game. It's kind of slow, we're on the play, so I think we can get away with it. Because I can just build up into Scoot Swarm and then just drop my Maja Redguard Protector. Yeah, this works fine. Uh-huh. So I can block Speaker of the Heavens here. Take it out. I need another land, so I need to try and get Yasharn onto the field. Damn it. That's your plan. Just mash light. Yep, just literally mash Light of Hope. Sweet Christmas. I need to land off the top because I can play Felidar Retreat and then boost everything. And also get my Scoo Swarms. Oh, he took the he took the Canyon Jerboa. Yeah, it looks like he's literally just gonna spawn fucking angels the whole game. Yeah, and I'm not getting land either. It took him a really long time to figure that out, didn't it? Yeah, I'm basically dead here. Yeah, that was really frustrating. I didn't get the land I needed, and my opponent just had like multiple Lights of Hope in hand. So they could just keep busting up life while taking off me and spawning angels. My opponent basically had a better curve than I did, and I stopped drawing land after a certain point. That's kind of unfortunate. We'll just move on to the next game. This hand is fine. I'm just going to have to play out the Kazandu Mammoth as a land. There we go. Be a bit mean and mute them. The bear can go to sleep. So I need to start getting into attack after this. So I can play my Guard Protector and then just start rolling. I need to be careful they don't... Yeah, they don't start hyper-milling me. There goes all the land I needed. Because they can hold up like pointlessly by just playing. Either sacrifice the Wind Robber or don't. Don't just stand there like a dick. I meant to play green there to get the second Lotus Cobra. So they're going for an attack mind to play a bit like us, actually. Can I seriously not? Yeah, and they just scoop. They know what's coming. They basically have to block, like, half their field. And then I just get to take them out. So, yeah, that's quite fun, actually, that we just get to kill a Dimir Rogue's deck by that. But it looked like a more attack-minded Rogue's deck, because I didn't see any removal or, like, counters or anything. Which was quite interesting. But we'll just have to leave it there. Okay, so I think this deck is quite strong in the current meta. I think, or at least current, like, system. Even with, like, Kaldheim's release, I think Selesnya Landfall still can do stuff. And my Bread of God Protector is actually a big help to it. It's a shame we didn't get to see more of Yasharn. I think the only game we saw him, we ended up losing. I think one of the big weaknesses of this deck is with no removal in it. If your opponent could get like a high creature curve, you kind of screwed. If I was to make a change, I'd potentially take out Canyon Jerboa and put in something like Ram Through or Primal Might, and just simply rely on Felidar Retreat to give the +1/+1s. I think the other problem is, like, for 23 lands, we did see some games I got screwed a lot, which was really, really, really odd. But it was why we have, like, Kazandu Mammoth to provide an extra land, Cultivate, and Yasharn as well. I think it is quite good. I think you could probably take this into ranked. I was going to do it, but I'm a little bit pressed for time recording this. So I would say definitely try it out, even in today's kind of current system. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Obviously, I have mentioned I'll probably be back around about Saturday. I'm just going to take a couple of days off to focus on work, and I'm also going to be seeing family at some point. So anyway, I've been Canberra Run, and thank you for watching.